Today we're going to break down a chart using technical analysis, and I'm going to take you guys through every single step all the way from the top-down analysis starting out on a higher time frame to actually placing the trade on our trading time frame. We're going to be discussing trend, structure, even entry reasons and advanced patterns. Last week I had a trader request a full breakdown of the pound yen chart, so that's the pair I've chose to do this analysis on. If you'd like to be alerted whenever we come out with videos like this discussing structure, trend, entry reasons, advanced patterns, things of that nature, then make sure you're subscribed here to the trading channel. Also, we come out with a weekly market prediction video each and every Monday, so make sure you click the notification bell so that you're alerted about those, because in those videos we discuss the trading opportunities that we're paying attention to for that specific week. Go ahead and click the like button to help support the channel while the intro and disclaimer roll, and I'll be right back to do a complete breakdown of the pound yen chart using technical analysis. So the first thing I like to do when breaking down a price chart using technical analysis is actually head out to a higher time frame. For instance, we're on the daily chart here on the pound yen, and what I'm going to do is actually take a look at what trend the market's currently in on this high time frame, as well as after that I'm going to be taking a look at the major levels of structure that I maybe can use in order to place trades on my lower time frames. So I'm going to use these two factors to determine not only which direction I want to take a trade on a lower time frame, but I'll also be using these two factors to determine what kind of targets I want to take after placing that trade. So let's go ahead and start out by taking a look at the current trend of the pound yen. One of the easiest ways to do that is to just take a look at the screen, and if the market is going from bottom left to the top right hand side of your screen, then this market is in an uptrend. There's also many other ways to determine trend. The way I use is looking for higher highs and higher lows. As you can see, this market created a higher high, a higher low, an equal high, a higher low, another equal high, an equal low, and a higher high. This break above resistance here tells me that this market's in an uptrend and has the potential to create this as a higher low and head higher than our previous high. So with that being the case, I know that the pound yen is currently in an uptrend on our daily time frame. That's important information for me to know while breaking this chart down. The next thing I'm going to do is take a look at my major levels of structure. So we'll start off with support. A major level of support that I already see is right here. The reason is because this level has been respected by this market multiple times in the past. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in through here as support. So if the market gets back down to this level, then that's somewhere I'll be paying attention to for trading opportunities to the long side, possibly some trend continuation trades if the market comes down to retest this area of support. And I always like to do two major levels of support along with two major levels of resistance. The next major level of support that I see is right there. Again, same reason. This is a level the market's used as resistance multiple times and as support as well. Next up, we'll take a look at resistance for the pound yen. We're actually sitting around a resistance level right now that I'm going to be paying attention to for counter trend trading opportunities, because this market has respected this level multiple times in the past as support and as resistance. Now we're up here testing this level once more here on the pound yen, so it's definitely a place I'll be paying attention to for trading opportunities. Now I know that we just talked about this market as being in an uptrend, but as you can see, we're starting to create a period of consolidation. And in periods of consolidation, many times the market respects its previous resistance levels along with respecting its previous support levels. So with that being the case, this is not a terrible spot to start looking for some counter trend opportunities in my opinion. And that's what I'm going to be doing when we go down to a smaller time frame. But let's go ahead and map out our next level of resistance here on the pound yen as well. Next level of resistance is going to be right in there. Here we have multiple times the market's tested this as support and resistance, and if the market gets up to that level, it's definitely a level I want to pay attention to for a possible short opportunity. So these are always my first steps when using technical analysis to break down a price chart. And now, as I said, we'll use this information that we now have based on the analysis we just did to go down to a smaller time frame and see if we can find any trading opportunities based on this analysis. So currently, considering that we're right at a previous major level of daily resistance, I'm not looking for trend continuation trades to the long side. Instead, I'm going to be looking for counter trend trades to the short side. Counter trend to the trend we're in here on the daily time frame. As you'll see, as we go down to smaller time frames, the trend may change. And that's perfectly normal for that to happen. So here on the 4-hour chart, I'm not seeing much in terms of a way to take advantage of this as a counter trend opportunity. We don't have any type of double top situation. As you can see, this market has already respected this level once, pushed it down, we pushed back up above it, and then immediately got pushed back down below the 152.39 level. So let's actually head down to an even smaller time frame. We'll go down to the 1-hour chart. We'll see if we can find some type of advanced pattern formation to the downside. And actually we do have a nice cipher formation here. Go ahead and pull my fibs. So this advanced cipher formation is going to start up here at our X leg, X to A to B, B to C, and that CD completion is going to be right at the 786 retracement. So this is going to give me a good opportunity to actually take advantage of that counter trend move I was looking for from my analysis out on the daily chart. And putting all these steps together is how I go about breaking down a price chart. So now we have our bias from a daily chart, which was short because of the fact that we were at a daily major level of resistance. We went all the way down to a 1 hour chart from that and found a reason that we can possibly get involved in this market based on that analysis to the short side by selling at the completion of this advanced cipher pattern if we actually do complete it. So now the only thing left to do is go ahead and set up our entry tool. Go ahead and place a stop loss above X. For our first targets, we'll use the 382 retracement. And the cool thing about this situation we have here on the pound yen is the fact that we just pushed off this daily level of resistance. That means that we could possibly have a reversal on our hands, and this market potentially could make it all the way down to this next daily level of support. Now, that's not where I'm going to be placing the second targets. Of course, I'll be managing this position on the way down if we in fact do end up completing the cipher pattern. So that will actually look a little something like this. If we get up here, we complete this cipher pattern, the market pushes down, hits our first targets. What we'll do is wait for the market to start breaking support levels. When we break this support level, we will put a stop loss above this high to manage the position, and then we will continue doing that on the way down. We'll wait for this next support level to be broken. Once that's broken, we'll move that stop loss down. No matter what happens in between here, we're waiting for that lowest support level to be broken. Again, once that happens, we'll move the stop loss down all the way down, hopefully, to our next daily level of support. Now, if that doesn't happen, that's okay too. Even if we get stopped out somewhere around in here, maybe the market pushes back up, it's still going to be a really nice trade on the second part of that position. So that's how you go about breaking down a price chart using technical analysis. As I said, starting out on a higher time frame, getting your bias from that time frame based on trend and major levels of structure, and then going down to smaller time frames to try to find a reason to get involved in a trade based on that bias. So I'm going to pause the video and we'll see if this advanced cipher pattern actually completes. If it does, then I'll be right back to share with you guys how it played out. So traders, here's that pound yen trade from earlier in the video. As you can see, the analysis we predicted ended up playing out quite nicely. The pound yen did end up falling a little bit further, just as we predicted from our top-down technical analysis approach. The only problem is we got about 5 pips away from our cipher pattern completion before the market turned around, and we even had our orders front ran by about 3 pips. This market still did not fill those orders and unfortunately took off to the downside without us. So barely missing this trading opportunity, but there will be plenty more in the future. And once you understand this approach of breaking down a chart using technical analysis, these opportunities appear a lot more often than you would expect. For those of you interested in advanced patterns, if you'd like a free butterfly pattern tutorial, then you can just sign up for our email list by clicking the link in the description labeled email list, and we send you a free tutorial teaching you how we trade the advanced butterfly pattern. If you feel like you've watched a lot of free content about Forex trading, whether that be through YouTube or other free resources, and the information isn't structured or organized enough for you to really comprehend and understand exactly how to become a profitable trader or how to achieve success in the Forex market, then I'll leave a link in the description for the EAP Training Program as well. And as I said, if you feel like you're struggling and you've tried all the free resources you can think of and you'd like a more structured approach teaching you about strategies, risk management, discipline, and all the other key factors it takes to become successful as a trader, then just click the link in the description to learn more about that program. I hope this video was helpful to you. Hope it brought some value to your trading. And if it did, go ahead and click that like button for me. Subscribe here to the trading channel if you're new so you're alerted whenever we come out with videos like this, along with our weekly market prediction videos each and every Monday, breaking down the top 5 major pairs and discussing the trading opportunities we're paying attention to for that specific week. I wish you guys the best of luck in your future trades, and I'll talk to you in the next video.